Hey everybody, this is Phil and Jordan from Minor Reviews, and today we're going to be discussing the Flash trailer. We'll play it in the background so we can narrate over it and you guys can have an idea of what we're talking about.
So, in the previous season of Arrow, an awesome TV show, we see Barry Allen show up as a detective crime scene investigator, which he is before he becomes the Flash. He gets struck by lightning, as makes many chemicals, and kind of goes into a coma in that show.
Yeah, a reaction goes bad and so he gains his powers and he thinks it's just a regular bolt of lightning, not knowing about the Speed Force yet.
Yeah. The cool thing with this though is he's got Arrow, or the Green Arrow, as his mentor, kind of, with this take, and it's basically a show taken as a spin-off show from the Arrow, which is nice.
Rise of the superheroes. We haven't seen a good superpowered show since Smallville.
Yeah.
So,
Now, in this show, we see metahumans appear. They do the guy in the wheelchair, we're not sure who he is.
Looks like Xavier.
Looks like Xavier with hair.
Yeah.
He starts talking about metahumans being brought out by the Speed Force, and this is like the beginning of all metahumans. Thing is though, that's not true.
Yeah, no.
I don't understand that at all. Like, this is the Speed Force. This is like all the Flashes. It doesn't like just give. They're basically giving everyone X-Men powers.
Meteor rocks.
Yeah, Meteor rocks from Smallville.
Smallville.
Completely inaccurate. In X-Men, everyone's just a mutant. Well, like this guy, the bad guy in this, he controls weather, like Storm from X-Men.
There's also Professor Zoom, which was earlier in the trailer. If you saw the yellow flash going around, or the yellow lightning that was chasing his mom, that was Professor Zoom.
Yeah, so at the very beginning, it shows how the whole, even Arrow, they talk about how his mom was murdered and he's trying to prove it wasn't his. He was trying to figure out what was going on.
He was trying to figure out what was going on because when he was standing there, his mother was murdered and his father ran off in a flash.
Yeah, we're saying it wasn't his father that killed him.
It was
her.
It was actually him, it was him in the future going back in time to chase Professor Zoom down.
And that's why he likes Arrow so much, because he's all like, hey, you save people that the police don't believe. I'm gonna try and disprove I'm trying to prove my father's not guilty. And it turns out it was actually, there's two Flashes. There was Professor Zoom killing her, and there's also a red one, which is Barry Allen trying to stop Professor Zoom after she went back in time.
Now,
to prevent his mother from dying.
If you guys saw the X-ray, they showed that part of the Flash's powers is not only super fast, which right here is running 702 miles an hour, he also has somewhat of a healing factor where he gets a minor stress fracture and it's healed within hours.
Yeah, it's basically the idea that since time is slowed down for him, his body moves so much faster, his metabolism is so much faster, he just heals the same rate as everyone else.
Yeah.
But his time takes, like, an hour is like.
One of Barry's bad side effects to his powers, he eats a lot, so it's one of the main drawbacks to his powers. He's constantly eating.
If he doesn't eat, then he
doesn't
metabolizes and dies, I think. Yeah, see, they're talking about the X-Men powers right now.
Yeah.
The Speed Force is not X-Men powers. The Speed Force allows speedsters like Barry Allen, Bart Allen, his grandson, Wally West's nephew, people like that, to move fast. Jay Garrick, his grandpa, who apparently Barry created the Speed Force, but his grandpa had it first or something.
Now, I like what they're doing here, where when it's super fast, they're slowing down time a little bit, but it's not completely small but outline. It just looks like it's slowed down.
Now, if you see this, he dives right there. He can go 702 miles per hour, but he has to dive out of the way, which I think.
To be fair, I think he was trying to run away. He took one step and he was already there, and then he fell over. But I like that they show the Flash suit. Now, I'm wondering how much of this is going to be the whole season, and how much of this is just in the first episode.
I'm hoping it'll be the first episode, because I really don't want the bad guy to be Storm, the male version of Storm from X-Men, for the entire season.
I like Arrow.
And Arrow shows up, Oliver Queen.
And he even makes a comment. He's like, I don't think you were struck by that bolt of lightning. I think it chose you.
Which is really just future Barry Allen going back in time to choose himself as a bolt of lightning. All this weird stuff. That doesn't make a lot of sense. Because it's a comic book and a TV show that people just make up. Has multiple writers.
That was weird there. There was a car that was following and he jumped and ran super fast to kind of push the car out of the way, showing that even though he's super fast, he has somewhat of a strength factor, I guess.
Well, yeah, I mean, if you're really fast, like, in X-Men, we saw Quicksilver move bullets, which technically would have been really hard, but
now they're running the reverse the vortex. One looks like the movie Zoom. Anyway, saw it.
It's really cool. the twister, just after the two twisters hit, all the dust just kind of opens up. Science.
True.
He's breaking windows of cars. Superheroes should not be destroying property like that. He just knocked down a policeman. Like, this is why he's a vigilante, not a superhero.
Wear a mask.
Yeah, wearing a mask.
Yeah, which
He wears a whole suit though.
for those who didn't watch Arrow, he gave Oliver a mask instead of just having the Hogan face paint. So that's the end of the Flash show, and that's the end of the video. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more videos, and like the video and comment if you have any comments to say.